Hi guys! So I know IVF is physically very hard, but mentally, at least for me, it was a lot more difficult than the shots. So we decided to put together a list of 10 tips that helped us through the process, since we get asked so often how we support our mental health. So the first one is know that people will project, whether if they say, are you ready for kids? Just don't have kids. I don't want kids. Are you sure you want them? Know that it's coming for them a place of insecurity or potential just their wants and doubts and wishes. It has nothing to do with you, so take it with a grain of salt.
Number two, knowing that comments like, you should just adopt, or just relax, or just blank, generally is just a lack of awareness on the situation.
Exactly. And then don't expect family and friends to be your number one support system through the process, just because a lot of the times they're not the ones that have gone through the experience. And if they have, amazing, definitely lean on them. But yeah, no matter how close they are to you, they might not be the best support system at this time, which means...
Number four, connect with more IVF warriors like this one online. The online community has been seriously her biggest support, because not even I can support her sometimes in the way she needs it. So finding that online community is crucial.
Yep, and then the next one is we were encouraged to sit in a place of hope rather than excitement, because sometimes excitement creates expectations, and if those aren't met, then the crash from that is often a lot times heavier and harder.
If you battle depression or anxiety, do what Tiff did, which was seek, some sort of therapy to really harness all those tools prior to starting, because this journey is intense and you're definitely going to need a big tool set moving forward to successfully get pregnant.
Yeah. And then another one, which was huge for me, is you have permission to block or mute any accounts that may trigger you, whether if it's pregnancy announcements, IVF success, and so forth. Even if they're your friends, you just have to create the boundaries that make sense for you at that moment in time. Doesn't mean that you can't follow them later or unmute them, but that was a huge helpful tip.
If you need to cry or release some energy, give yourself the permission to set a timer, 10 to 15 minutes. I love, oftentimes Tiffany felt a little guilty for crying and not being so optimistic and positive. She set a timer for 15 minutes, literally let it all out, all those emotions, released it. And then, she felt better, so much better to carry on and take on the next challenge.
Number 9, over-project your IVF timeline. A lot of the times we kind of go into it thinking, and sometimes it is the case, but most of the times it's not. We're going to go in, start treatments, get the eggs, have a lot of embryos, implant, and it's going to work all in one linear kind of journey. And most of the times it's not like that. So just over project the timeline.
Yeah. And give yourself some room for marginal error. Tiffany is very strict on oh my gosh, I didn't put that suppository in literally to the second. Trust me, there's windows for treatments, for shots, for all these things, because we're not experts, we're not doctors, nurses, and we're the ones administering all this medication throughout the 1.5-year process that we've been doing it. So give that, it's okay.
Yeah, doing your best is perfect. And I think that's one thing that I was told over and over, and it helps so much, because there are going to be times where, like you said, you're not going to be on time with your shots or your suppositories or your pills or anything like that. There's always room for error. Obviously, make sure your doctor knows, but just breathe. The last one is to connect with organizations that are helping and benefiting the community, like Fertility Help Hub, who has an initiative that's coming out in January that's going to help some families with the financial burdens of what this process kind of takes on. But we are excited. to hopefully help you along in this journey in any way that we can. We hope some of these tips help you guys out. If there's any way that we can support you along the way, let us know, because mental health is such a huge part of this process, and we want to be able to support you in the way that you guys supported us.
Love you.